Well, let's rock and roll. Hi, how are you? Welcome. My name is Rusty Humphries. This is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Hit the volume so you can hear. And when you do that, check in if you would please. I want to know who you are, where you are a deplorable from. Coming up in a couple of minutes, you won't ever hear me say a bad thing about David Spade. I've met David. I've known David for a few years. I wouldn't say we're close, but we're friends. And he lost his sister-in-law today. And a terrible situation. But I had an interview where I talked about him for a few minutes with him. And I thought I'd play you that audio just so you could hear what he had said about her. Also, some of the cool thing that he did in the Phoenix area. So I'm going to share that with you coming up in a couple of minutes. We'll also talk about the news and Trump and what he did earlier today. Did you think it was a good idea when the Philadelphia Eagles said, yeah, we're gonna kind of try to stiff you, Mr. President? Okay, great. We're going to have an All-American Day. Great. Screw you. I thought that was awesome. Do me a favor. Would you share the video? Let's share the video. Tonight's program is powered by Right Wing News, also our good friends at Liberty One TV, and sponsored today by Virtual Shield. Virtual Shield. If you don't have a virtual private network, a VPN, on your computer, well, people get your data. And if you don't care that somebody you don't know is getting your data and your browsing history and they're just selling it, if that didn't bother you, then don't worry about it. Me, I want to make sure that's nobody's damn business. And so I go to Virtual Shield, as you should too, virtualshield.com/Rusty, and find out more. If you use my name Rusty as the promo code, you'll save 20%, get first month for free, I believe. So go check it out, virtualshield.com. And one more thing, if you'd also follow me on the HearMeOut app. Just download it to your phone. I update stuff all the time. And it's a lot of fun. It's like Twitter, but with audio, and it's one of the coolest new apps I know of. And get in on early. And it's a good way for us to communicate when we're being zucked. All right. First of all, let's say hi to some folks. Can we? Do you mind? Let's see. Joshua checking in. Dino has shared the video. Dino is cool. Thank you. Leonardo is in Yokosuka, Japan. Wow. How you doing? I've never been to Japan. Kristen's there. Glenn has shared the video. Glenn rocks, too. Debbie's there from Kansas. Dino says David Spade is one of the funniest people in Hollywood. Love him. Cool dude, too. Claude's there. Gail is there in Maine. Make America Great Again. Sean saying hi, waving. Jennifer saying hello. Sean is in Kansas City, Missouri. Matthew is in Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania. Glenn is a deplorable vet from Alabama. Michael is a proud deplorable in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Thank you. Sholo, Arizona is where Chris is. Phoenix, Arizona, checking in. LaRonda is there. Luis is there. Melissa said, I never knew that David and Kate were family. Yeah. Crown Point, New York. That's where Edward is. Diane's in Michigan. Glenna is in Texas. Bill is in Niagara Falls. Lewis is there. Tammy's in Iowa. And Alicia in Lexington, Kentucky. And Amy in New York. Okay, so like I said, I've spent some time with David Spade. He's a cool dude. And every time I've hung out with him, he's been nothing but nice. And today, if you had not heard the story, just a horrible one today. His sister-in-law, Kate Spade, hung herself. And I can't think of anything more wasteful than suicide. And you're talking about a woman who, man, she had it all. She had it all. And another thing is, guys, if you ever wanted to get in good with your gal, Kate Spade was always guaranteed, hit it out of the park, home run. Always worked. Let me just play you a little bit of the story about Kate Spade first and why this is important. This is important. She was a cultural icon. And maybe a lot of guys are going, I don't know that you're talking about, Rusty. I'm telling you, she was a huge cultural icon, Kate Spade. And she was only 55. Kate Spade's a fashion designer, died at 55. Police said her housekeeping staff found her hanging in her Park Avenue apartment on June 5th. She was the namesake and co-founder of her wildly successful fashion brand, Kate Spade, New York. The brand started as a handbag line in 93, but soon expanded to clothing, shoes, and more.
Well, my husband and I both knew we wanted to start a business. And one night we were just talking about what would it be, and he said, handbags. You love handbags.
They were married over 20 years and have a 13-year-old daughter. Known for its bold color palette, the Spade brand quickly became ubiquitous and easily recognizable. Spade won numerous awards, including 2 from the Council on Fashion Designers of America. In addition to Kate Spade New York shops all over the world, the brand is sold in high-end retail stores too. Spade and her husband left the company in 2006, selling the last of their shares. She took some time off to raise their daughter before launching the brand Frances Valentine in 2016. Kate Spade, 1962 to 2018. Now, they've already found her suicide note and put it out. And this is very sad. You can see story of David Spade walking in L.A. Very sad, of course. Being comforted by a friend. The suicide note was, B, I've always, for her 13-year-old daughter, B, I've always loved you. This is not your fault. Ask Daddy. Awful. Some comments here. Let's see here. California deplorable. So sorry for the loss. Audrey checking in Vegas. Raleigh says, oh yes, in New York City, a fashion designer world known of the 775 stores around the world. Timothy never heard of Kate Spade. I promise you, Timothy, every woman you know has heard of Kate Spade. God wrap your arms around her. Raleigh says she's my age. Mary says she made all of us girls feel girly. That's a good way to put it. She made all the girls feel girly. Anyway, so I dug up an interview that I did with David Spade. This was kind of a long time ago. October 10th, 2012. And I just kind of thought it would be interesting to just hear what he thought of her back when there were no problems. And also, I wanted to play a little bit of something that he did on his own, just to show you what a cool guy he was without playing the entire interview. So this is David Spade on the Rusty Humphries Show, October 10th, 2012. I see some, I don't like reading Wikipedia because most of it isn't true.
Look like a car,
but there's one thing on here about here.
Because we don't make just cars.
Something else is playing. Hey, vey. I hate it when that happens. Just somebody play. And my mom calling during the show again. Mom, I'm on the air. Can I call you back?
Yeah, call me back.
Okay, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. That's my mom. Okay, thanks, Mom. Love you. Bye. Okay. Mom forgets what time the show is on. Why is there some audio playing here that I can't find? Hold on. Don't you hate it when some website just starts playing audio when it's not supposed to? Okay. I'm going to go back. David Spade talking about some stuff here on the Rusty Humphries Show. Here we go.
Like land and be great, but for me, I'm trying to be more careful as I go, but it's a hard world out there to just keep working. Luckily, Sam is my friend.
I see some, I don't like reading Wikipedia because most of it isn't true, but there's one thing on here about here that's pretty cool, that you donated a bunch of money to the police department in Phoenix to help out. Do you mind talking about that for a second?
Yeah. Well, that was just, I'm from Scottsdale, and we grew up, and there's some problems when you're that close to the border, and all these gangs and cartel are starting to creep over, and cops were getting shot. And I was reading that they have to pay for their own guns now because of the budget. So these cops that don't make a lot were buying like tiny rifles to fight and spending their own money. So I went and bought, I think, 100 assault rifles. I don't know. I just wanted to help them because they're covering my family there, my friends are there, and they're doing a hard job. They don't need to spend money on that. So I gave them some.
Dude, that's very cool. I mean, that's the kind of stuff, good for you. That's the kind of stuff we want to hear about. So thank you.
And it's funny because, some people gave me a little trouble about that. Like it was a Republican thing. I go, it's not anything. It's just me respecting the cops going, would rather than be safe in a town. If I could do it in every town, I would. But I'm just trying to take care of it a little bit if I can. Those little things, they help out.
All right, there's one other thing here that I find on your bio here that I find very interesting, that every woman is going to really find interesting, and maybe every man that has a woman. Your sister-in-law is Kate Spade, the designer?
Wow, yeah. Yeah, my brother and Katie started that when I was on SNL, and they got married, started a company, and used her first name, his last name, and that thing sort of took off, yeah.
Yeah, does that help you get dates? Oh, I can hook you up with some Kate Spades now.
I used to try that angle. First of all, it was cute until they blew by me in a rocket ship. Now they're super rich, and I'm like, second, I want to be the famous one.
Exactly.
But it is a nice hookup. But now they sold the company, but I don't tell anyone. I go, let me talk to Katie, let me hook things up, then I just go buy one.
David, I know you're a busy man. I really appreciate it.
Very, very cool guy and very sad. Kate Spade. And again, most guys don't know who she is. Every woman does, though. And David Spade's always been cool to me. Always. And one of the funniest books on tape I've ever heard, ever. And I love books on tape. I love audiobooks. His biography is one of the funniest, best read, and he reads it himself. It's fantastic. All right. Let's see what you have to say here. Melissa says, nice to take your mom's call. She's going to be so mad. Why'd you do that? Here's the reason why. Here's the problem. I have an iPhone, right? And my iPhone, I have it set where even if I have it in airplane mode, certain people, the emergency number, they go through, like my mom or my daughters, and it rings. And then the problem is I have one Apple product, 2, 3, 4, 5, all working at the same time. So when she calls, everything goes haywire. And you probably lost me on the thing for a second. So anyway, that's why I took it. But no, I love my mom. I went and saw him today. About an hour and a half away. I'm north in Phoenix, and they are this way, east, southeast. Anyway. Oh, here's one. Speaking of moms, I saw this video. I love finding cool little viral videos and showing them to you in case you missed them. This, for people who think, oh, no, we should never have guns because guns only cause problems. Watch this video of a mom watching a dude point a gun at her daughter. And what would you do? Watch this one. Mom sees a guy shoot with a gun. On February 22nd, a man storms into an Oklahoma liquor store. He points a shotgun at the cashier. Before he empties the cash register and walks away, the mom and daughter both grab a gun and hide behind the counter. When he decides to return, the mom opens fire, is forced to open fire. Look at it. The daughter calls 911. As the suspect returns one more time, dummy. This time he is unarmed and wounded. Good. Shoot. And the mother shouts that he should leave the store. but he suddenly attacks again. The daughter opens fire, but the suspect won't let go of the mother, and eventually he's able to snatch her gun. He strikes the mother with the gun. This is why you shoot. And then he tries to shoot the daughter, but the gun is out of ammo. Suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, the attacker falls to the floor, and the mom and daughter flee the scene. Good. I didn't want him to hurt my daughter. That's what was my main thought, says Tina Ring of telling the Tulsa World. The attacker later turned up at a local hospital and is recovering there. Probably out by now. He is a suspect for multiple robberies in the area. Did she do the right thing? That's the question. Do you think the mom and daughter did the right thing, or should they have just given the money, hands up, wait till the guy chose what to do, and even though he came back looking for more problems, they should have waited for the cops? What do you think? Tell me right now. By the way, have you shared the video? Have you given some thumbs up, some thumbs downs? Have you given some sad faces, some laughs, some whatever? I want to know what you think right now. Let's see here. The sound all of a sudden disappeared. The sound all of a sudden disappeared. Huh. Gang's all here tonight. Timothy loves that video of that shooting. They never should have paused. No, I think, again, I know it sounds awful. When you pull your gun, you shoot to kill. And I don't ever want to have that happen. But I'm prepared. I've taken the training. I'm ready to go. But one of the things my instructor said, and my instructor was a police officer, I'm sure he still is, but he said, and this is something that has really stuck with me. He said, when you pull the trigger, your life changes forever. And that made me really stop to think for a minute. Because think of all of the legal garbage you're going to go through, or if you actually do take someone's life, how that's going to feel, even if you're justified. Heck, I remember one 4th of July. I had to have been in high school. And we were watching the fireworks, and somebody threw a firecracker. And it landed near some of my friends. And for some reason, they all thought I did it and accused me of doing it. And it really ruined the day. And I didn't do it. But to this day, I still feel bad. I still feel guilty. And I didn't do it. And that must have been in 1983 or something. Right? Can you imagine if you really did pull the trigger and have to kill somebody? God forbid. So it's real easy to be badass. Yeah, I would have done it. If it was me, I would have shot that guy. I would have done it again. I don't wish that upon anybody. I don't wish that upon anybody. Raleigh wants me to share, do my video, my share video. My hair's looking terrible today. Look at this. Bad hair day. Okay. Have you shared the video? Share the video. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video or podcast now. Yeah. Share the video and podcast now. I got to come up with something better with that. I got to tie them together because we got video and we got a podcast right there. By the way, if you haven't listened to the podcast or shared the podcast, or it's real simple, just go to Apple, iTunes, podcasts, Share the video, like the video, subscribe to the audio, to the podcast, wherever you get podcasts. It's good. All right, Gail says they did the right thing. Flora says they had to protect themselves and each other. He obviously had a potential to shoot them. He was trying to shoot. He pulled the trigger. He tried. Yeah. Russell said he shouldn't be upright. Tim says with no gun, yes, give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Yeah. He's lucky they were a bad shot. Well, they did get him, but yeah, they should have had a little more training and shot him up good. They did the right thing, Mike says. Dave says, hell yes. Wait, you can. Your first duty is to save your life. Yep. Thumbs ups and hearts aren't working. What? I like the thumbs ups and the hearts. And the shares. Shares. See, if we don't share the video, the Zuck is going to do everything he can to make sure that nobody sees this. Because I'm actually speaking the truth. Pam said they should have shot to kill, not injure. He had a shotgun. If they had a shotgun, the hole that would have killed him. Misha says, I'm in Oklahoma City. They did the right thing. If it were my store, I'd have a larger capacity pistol and I wouldn't have missed any shots. Yeah, that was kind of a small little gun there. Matthew says, you're right. It does change our lives. We don't want to pull that trigger, but when we have to carry that for the rest of our lives. Flora Williams of Wisconsin, proud, checking in. Flora says, if someone attacked my daughter, was clearly going to, I would protect her with my life. My husband told me if I pull my gun, use it. Don't threaten them. I work in a convenience store. Wow, Rebecca. Timothy says, I love your Lincoln picture. Who's in the other pictures? Well, okay, we can do that. Most of the artwork that you see is a friend of mine named Steve Kaufman. Steve Kaufman was a great artist, a good guy, and he was a student of Andy Warhol. And when Warhol passed away, he kind of took over. Did a lot of work for Saturday Night Live and did the Lincoln painting and also did the Marilyn Monroe painting. And then the other flag there, that's, Peter Max. People in the pictures, Sarah Palin and me right there. And that's John Voight. And let's see here. This is, that one right there. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 platinum albums from Journey. Journey gave me that years ago. And then this is my certificate because I'm a Kentucky Colonel. And then this was given to me by Dinesh D'Souza when the DVD of 2016 hit over 1 million. And then there's a little one of me and Ted Nugent. And then that is from Dinesh D'Souza also, from the movie America. And then I got tons of other ones, but that's all you could see. So there's a little bit of insight. And, every once in a while I go, I should just kind of change it up, put some other pictures back there. I might. Okay, let's see. Raleigh says, share the Rusty Humphries show. Yes, start with the topic already, says Grant. I've got topics. I've been doing topics. You want another topic? I'll give you another topic. How about the Miss America pageant making big changes today?
A Me Too makeover for Miss America. Now promising to emphasize brains over beauty. Since 1921, the ever-shrinking staple of every pageant, the swimsuit competition, is out.
Miss Georgia, Alyssa Beasley.
In the evening gown segment, contestants will be able to wear what they want while talking about their ideas to change the world. And it will no longer be called a pageant.
We need to re-message this organization and focus on the talent and scholarship that we've always had.
But some think this may be too little, too late.
If you're constantly reacting to events as opposed to trying to influence them, that's a big problem.
Targeted by protesting feminists 50 years ago, Miss America's long been criticized for promoting an outdated ideal of womanhood, even as it gave away millions of dollars in scholarships. And though it's derided for judging women, pageant expert Hillary Levy-Friedman says it isn't all that different from what women face every day.
You need to be smart, but also look good while you do it, be competitive, but do it with a smile, have talent, but don't sweat.
The new standards will be implemented in state competitions next year. Trying to be entertaining and meet today's evolving expectations may be Miss America's crowning achievement. Ann Thompson, NBC News, New York.
Okay, so they're all going, okay, well, we don't want to do anything that is going to be politically incorrect. We want to be, First of all, I don't care much about the Miss America pageant. And I can show you the moment. I mean, I didn't really care a lot, but the moment I couldn't care any less, I'll show it to you. And this is why I don't like what's going on with the Miss America pageant, because they're going to make it all go all full-fledged liberal like they did to a one Miss Carrie Prejean. Remember her? She was awesome, but they destroyed her because she was conservative.
Carrie Prejean. All right, you know what to do. Your question comes from judge number 8, Perez Hilton.
Are we worried?
You should be. Vermont recently became the 4th state to legalize same-sex marriage. Do you think every state should follow suit? Why or why not?
Well, I think it's great that Americans are able to choose one or the other. We live in a land that you can choose same-sex marriage or opposite marriage. And you know what? In my country and in my family, I think that I believe that a marriage should be between a man and a woman. No offense to anybody out there, but that's how I was raised, and that's how I think that it should be between a man and a woman. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And look at Perez. And then they destroyed her. Then they did everything they could to destroy her. She didn't win, and Perez Hilton went off, oh, she's a homophobe, oh, she's a racist. No, she came off, if you remember, moments ago, she just said, this is just how I feel. Anybody can do what they want to do, but the way I was raised, the way I want to do it, that's just how I feel. How dare you have an opinion different than our opinion? Yeah, and listen to the audience. The audience was on her side until they realized a little bit later on that was not, politically correct, so they all went against her too. Yeah, that's the end of Miss America pageant. Not that I care that much, but I'm just saying, when you go and say, oh, we're going to get rid of, the sexy stuff and make it more about the mind, no, you're not. No, you're not. Don't lie to me. Okay, here's a great headline on Drudge right now. Dennis Rodman roll at the summit? Really? Dennis Rodman is going to be hanging out? And he's going to be helping Trump with Kim Jong-un? What is this story? Let's just break it down here. Let's just see what in the world this is. Holy moly. Dennis Rodman will be in Singapore for the Trump-Kim summit. Because nothing says America more than Dennis Rodman. Hey, a few more nose rings. That'd be great. A few more lip rings, huh? The worm will arrive in the country a day before the June 12th sit-down, says sources. No matter what you might think about his presence, one thing for sure, the ratings will be huge, says a source. A lot of times in situations that involve complex diplomacy, countries like to identify ambassadors of goodwill. And whether you agree with it or not, Dennis Rodman fills that bill. The zany 6'7" ex-baller who has struck up an unlikely bromance with the pint-sized 5'7" Kim has visited the rogue regime 5 times in the past and took some credit for getting the world leaders together. I knew he went once. I didn't know he's gone 5 times. Flora wants to know what dress Dennis is going to wear. Good question. Karen says, the Miss America pageant's going to go away just like the Boy Scouts. That's true. Thomas says, what's wrong with wearing an evening dress? The PC crowd is nuts. This is nothing but communism. Does it bother you at all that Dennis Rodman is going to get in there? I got to be honest. I met Rodman twice before when I lived in Chicago. He was an ass, okay? But if Kim Jong-un loves Dennis Rodman and that's going to help denuclearize North Korea, fine. Go ahead. Warm it up. Give Rodman a house in North Korea, whatever. I want to see peace, my brothers. I want to see peace. I want to see North Korea denuclearized. I want to see the people of North Korea not starving. I want to see the Korea Peninsula reunify. I don't know. Timothy says Kim gives women to all high-valued visitors. I did not know that. Let's see. People tune in for a beauty pageant, says Tom. Raleigh says, I wonder how the New Jersey polls are looking. I was looking for that, and nothing's come out yet. Everybody talking about the jungle primary also in California. Isn't it great? No. Remember in Washington State when they voted that in? What we're going to do is we're going to have the primary on the same day, and it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. You just vote for who you want. If you want a Democrat or you want a Republican, and man, did people buy that one hook, line, and say, well, I want to be more independent, and so I want to be able to vote for who I want to vote for in the primary. No. Bad. Why do you say bad? Because you were hoodwinked again. It's another big lie. Why? Well, it's another big lie because what it does is it allows Democrats to vote for Republicans, messing votes up. Republicans do that too to Democrats sometimes. It should be closed because Republicans should decide who they want to put up. Independents should be able to decide who they want to put up in the general. Democrats, the communists, well, same party, but whatever, they should be able to decide, and that's what the primary's for. The primary's not there to be the general election. The general election, you can vote for whoever you want. But it was a bill of goods. It was a lie. It was a scam. It has backfired on Democrats a number of times, but they're in it for the long haul. They love this stuff. And so, you may never ever see a Republican win high office in California again because of things like this. So, all right. Oh, running short of time. Lisa says the blue wave is really the blue wave of goodbye. That's funny. All right. Couple more quick things, and I'll let you go. First of all, have you followed me on the Hear Me Out app? Go to Hear Me Out app in your app store, whether you're Apple or Android. Download the Hear Me Out app. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And follow me, Rusty Humphries, and have fun with it. It's a fun app. It's a great app. I'm telling you, it's a great app. You're going to have a blast on there. You listen to stuff, there's a lot of idiots on there. That's part of the fun. Listen to see how stupid some people are. That being said, there's some interesting people on there. Mike Huckabee's on there. I'm on there. Larry King's on there. Chuck Woolery's on there. Lots of other folks. And you can be on there too. And you can say whatever it is you want in 42 seconds. It's interesting. It's fast. It's fun. And they help support this program. So if you would please support me and support them, go to the Hear Me Out app. Download it for free on your phone and follow me, Rusty Humphries. What else? Oh, yes. Have you also checked out Virtual Shield. I've been telling you about Virtual Shield. It's very important that you follow you go to virtualshield.com. Why? Because you got to protect your privacy, my friend. Too many people want your information. I don't want you to give it to them. You protect your information from big data and Big Brother right now. Because as it says right here, and it's true, the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australian governments killed your privacy. And AT&T and Comcast and Spectrum Charter and Verizon, they control and they collect and they sell your online browsing history. Nobody can log or track your browsing history if you go to virtualshield.com/Rusty. Okay, you do that. You're going to get 20% off your first term with promo code Rusty, plus no payments for 30 days. Come on, do it now. Do it fast. Okay, go do that. You have the right to remain private. It says it right there. Find out more about it. Go to virtualshield.com/Rusty. virtualshield.com/Rusty. I forget, what was that website again? Oh yeah, virtualshield.com/Rusty. Promo code Rusty. Save yourself some money. Okay. Anything else? Anything else got your attention? You know, did I tell you this? I watched Meatballs again on Amazon Prime. Man, that movie holds up. I love that movie. And I hadn't seen it in, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, I don't know. And it's still funny. Bill Murray still rocked it, just hysterical. But there's a lot of jokes in there. Things you just can't do today. The way he tries picking up his first girlfriend. Oh, man, would that have been sexual harassment? He'd go right to prison. Is Virtual Shield and LifeLock the same idea? No, Diane, they're not. LifeLock, I'm not doing a LifeLock commercial, but I have in the past. LifeLock is when somebody tries to steal your identity and they try to mess with your credit or something. That will protect you there. Virtual Shield makes sure that nobody can see what you're browsing online, where you're going. And because there's companies that sell that. If you went on, for example, I don't know, a Bible website and a photography website and a news website, they could sell that to photography companies, news companies, Bible companies. The next thing you know, you're getting all these ads. Now, it doesn't matter that much if you're getting the ads, but it's like, do you really want people to know where you've been online? I know I don't. So, anyway, I'm trying to think, did I go to any good movies this weekend? Oh, there's a new Johnny Knoxville one. I wouldn't say it was good, but it wasn't bad. Timothy says North Korean neighbor says some crazy stories. I'd love to hear those sometime, Timothy. Tonight, I'm running out of time. Oh, Facebook gave data to Chinese firm that was flagged as a threat by the United States. Isn't that nice? Gave them special access. What a shock. What a shock. All right. I am here every night. 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West, unless I got something else going on. Tonight was almost one of those nights, but I got back in time because I care about you. I may have to do some more on the road, but we'll see. Kara says there's a lot of jokes and comments on Friends that you couldn't do today. That's how quickly this insanity is spread. Yeah. James says, once again, Rusty, great show as always. Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. I do. I was voguing there on accident. Vogue. I forget how the song goes. But I'm a dancer. You can tell I'm a dancer. Let's see here. God bless Rusty. God bless America. God bless everyone. Have a great night, guys. I will thumbs up that one and keep safe. I'll pray for Hawaii too. Yes, that's good. Let's do some thumbs ups before I go. Thumbs ups, thumbs ups, thumbs ups, thumbs ups, thumbs ups. Hearts, 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 hearts. Share, 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 share. It's a little harsh. All right, I'm losing it tonight. That's it. Thank you. Good night. May God bless you. May God bless America. I'm Rusty Humphries, and this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion.